Man, it's definitely some crazy shit going on in the world right now. So 2 nights in a row, I done had, some crazy ass experiences in the astral planes, man, or the spirit world, however you want to call it. And I had to come outside because what I just woke up from was fucking crazy, man. Like crazy. Um, I'm gonna explain what I saw um just now, and then I'm gonna also explain what I saw last night. Um, both dreams was very crazy. But anyways, so I'm not really sure where we was, but I got a pretty good idea. Um, damn, the stars is busting. Stars is out there. I don't know if y'all can see that. Man, stars is out there. You can't really see it that good, but they out there. But anyways, we was coming out the water. And when I say we, I mean me and the army or the people that I was with. And it was quite a few of us, I can say that. But we was coming out the water and we was basically having a standoff with the enemy forces, and they was behind this big ass tall ass fence. The fence was probably like 20 feet tall. It was one of those, one of them fences that you could um climb, you know what I'm saying, like a regular fence that you would see, but it was real tall. And behind the fence, they had these big ass gun towers. Like it was niggas in the towers. And not only that, but they had niggas on the ground too with machine guns and shit like that. And we was having a standoff. You see what I'm saying? Like we was pointing our guns at them and they was pointing their guns at us. And you could tell that the tensions was high. Like the passion, the energy in the air was real high. Like it was death in the air for sure. Like blood was about to be shed, no doubt. You see what I'm saying? And we just sitting there having this standoff. And I remember I'm sitting there in the sand. Mind you, we was in sand. So I know we had to be like on the coast or some shit like that. I don't know where we was at, but we had to be like on the coast or something like that because it was sand. It was sand everywhere. And I remember I was sliding around in the sand trying to find cover because I knew that the enemy was about to start busting. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, it was almost like we was invading somebody's land. Like we was about to get ready to invade some shit. And the enemy was scared as hell. You could tell. Like they was terrified. They panicking, running around and shit, flashing these big ass spotlights and stuff. All you could see was just fucking spotlights and shit just flashing everywhere. And motherfuckers running around and shit behind the fence, like, you know what I'm saying, getting prepared, like they knew something was about to go down. So we having a standoff, right? And all of a sudden, before I could really find a good place to find cover, there wasn't nowhere to find cover, to be honest, because we was in the middle. We was like on a beach, like sitting ducks down there. You see, all of a sudden, these niggas start shooting, bullets flying everywhere, like, and this is real time. Like what I'm telling y'all, this. I just woke up from this dream, literally, from this astral experience, literally. Bullets flying everywhere, like everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine being shot at by 1,000 motherfuckers with machine guns. That's what it was like. Bullets was flying every fucking where. And we on the ground. Like I said, they got niggas on the ground shooting. And they also got niggas in these gun towers with big ass like snipers and shit. And they got them snipers with the fucking flashlights on there. So it's lights and shit everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like all I could see was just muzzle flashes and flashlights just flashing. This shit was so fucking crazy, y'all. It was real as hell. Like I was really there. So I got a big ass scope on the weapon that I'm holding in my hand, and I'm basically targeting the niggas that's in the gun towers with the snipers and shit. You see what I'm saying? So through my scope, I'm sitting here looking at the niggas that's in the tower, and I'm seeing them get their head blown off, clean off. Like I'm sitting here shooting, just bow. And I was so far away, it take a little bit for the bullet to hit. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta aim up, and you gotta aim up a little bit because the bullet drop and all that shit. So I'm shooting, pow, and I'm literally seeing these niggas' heads just popping off, just poof, and they falling down and shit, blood flying everywhere. This is the most gruesome dream I ever had, y'all. Like, niggas is just dropping everywhere. And I ain't really see none of my people getting shot. It was them. They the ones that was getting shot up. You see what I'm saying? Niggas is falling down and shit. Niggas is dropping, their heads getting blown off. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? I'm seeing all this through the scope, you see? And at the same time, it's bullets being shot at me. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta stay focused and shit. So we doing that. Motherfuckers is shooting. And these gun towers, these niggas is all like when I say that they dropped so fast, man, I don't know where we was at. Like I said, I don't know where the fuck we was at, but I know it had to be somewhere on the coastline. It had to be. And these people had to be like border control or some shit like that. I don't know who the fuck they was, but I know it had to be on the coast, and it had to be a border. Because like I said, I ain't never been to the border in my life, but if I had to guess, that's what it looked like. Because like I said, it was sand everywhere, and we had just came out the water, and it was fucking a big ass, tall ass fence. And behind the fence, they had these gun towers where these niggas was up there with these snipers and shit. And they was just dropping like flies. You see what I'm saying? Just dropping. And I remember we was breaking through the fence. We ran and we was cutting through the fucking fence to get on the other side. And we basically took over whatever the fuck that was. You see what I'm saying? I don't know what it was, but we took over. And I can tell you it was nighttime just like this. It was dark outside. It was dark outside, and these people that was on that other side was fucking terrified, man. Like they was scared. And the people I was with, we was so determined. Like we was like fighting for a cause. Like, man, when I tell you I ain't see none of my people drop. That's all I can tell you. I ain't see none of the people that I was with drop. All I saw was them niggas getting their heads blown off and shit like that, and it was fucking crazy, man. It was crazy. But we took over they whatever that was. Like I don't know if this was in fucking Israel or I don't know where this was. You see what I'm saying? I have no idea where it was, but all I know is it had to be on the coast. So if you see anything about a coastline being invaded on the news anytime soon, remember you heard that shit from right here first. You heard that shit from me because I saw it. I was there. Like, I was literally there. When I tell y'all, man, every time I stop smoking, like, the dreams I have be so crazy, man. Like, it be so crazy. So, yeah, that happened. But then, last night, I had another crazy-ass dream. And this dream was crazy, too. And when I woke up this morning, come to find out, the shit that I dreamed about happened for real. And for y'all that don't believe me, go on my Instagram right now and look. I posted that shit on my story 21 hours ago before I even looked and saw that shit on the news and shit. But last night, man, I was like flying around and like a dragon or some shit or Superman in the sky. And all I remember is the sirens. Like it sounded like if you ever watched Narnia, you know how them sirens sound when they was dropping them bombs. That's how it sounded. It was like it was very chaotic. I can say that. It was very chaotic. It was like creepy almost, like the end of the world type shit. Like somebody was about to get ready and fire a nuclear bomb and blow everything up. That's if you ever played Modern Warfare, when you get like I forgot how many kills you gotta get, but if you get like 20 kills in a row or some shit like that, you can call a nuclear strike. And next thing you know, you'll hear that. That's exactly how it sounded. And it was birds that was like flocking, like birds, like these birds that was flocking. And I don't know which direction they was flying, but it was thousands of them. And they was flocking and they was flying away. You see what I'm saying? Like they was trying to get the fuck out of Dodge. Like they knew something bad was about to happen. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, man, it's the end of the world. It's the end of the world. It's the end of the world. This shit is over with. But these birds was flocking like they was trying to get the fuck out the way. And this is what made me believe that a nuclear bomb was about to get ready and go off. Because these birds was trying to get away from something. Like they was trying to get the fuck away. And when I say it was thousands of them, I mean it. It was thousands of them. And they was flocking like in a big, like imagine looking up in the sky and seeing nothing but birds just flying. That's what was happening. But anyways, it was these jets and helicopters, these military grade helicopters. You know the helicopters with the fucking machine guns on there and shit. It was them, like them Apache type helicopters. It was those, and it was fucking jets, and they was flying around, and they was shooting at me. Like the jets and shit, they was shooting at me, and they looked like little bitty small ass RC helicopters. So I must have been huge as fuck in that dream. Like I must have been like 1,000 feet tall or some shit like that, because these helicopters look small. Like they look like fucking toy helicopters. Not that small, but you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe to me they just looked small, you know? And I remember they was shooting at me like bullets and stuff, and the bullets wasn't doing shit. Like, I'm sitting there looking at them shooting at me like, huh, what you think that's gonna do? And it's like I'm knocking these fucking helicopters and jets down like it's a fuck, like they flies. You see what I'm saying? Just swiping them down like, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Just knocking shit down. And they shooting and shooting and shooting. And I ain't really see no missiles. That's one thing I could say. I didn't see no missiles. I just saw them shooting like machine guns and stuff like that. And that was it. And it was, man, that dream was crazy too. And basically when I woke up from that dream, I just thought that it was just a crazy ass dream, you know. I ain't think nothing of it until I like got on YouTube and shit, and I saw that they was talking about something with Iran shooting fucking missiles at Israel or some shit like that. I don't know. I ain't really pay too much attention to it, but what made my hair stand up is when I looked at this one video to where I heard the fucking sirens going off in Israel, and it sounded exactly the way it sounded in that dream I had last night. The same exact way. And it was just like, damn, like, you talk about being omnipresent. I'm definitely omnipresent. Like, for real. Like, I'm not even capping about this shit. I highly doubt there's anybody on this fucking planet right now that's able to see things the way I be seeing things. Like, I highly, highly doubt it. Like I said, every single time I stop smoking, this is what happens. Like, and to be honest with you, I be running away from this shit sometimes because I be having some fucking crazy dreams, man. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't want to, like, I ain't gonna say I don't want it because, I mean, it is a powerful gift, but when you wake up in the middle of the night and you kind of spooked, like, what the fuck? Like PTSD almost, like, you'll know. Like, you can hear this shit in my voice. I am spooked right now. I'm not scared or anything, but I'm spooked because that shit was, that dream I just had when I saw them niggas getting their head blown off and shit. Like, I'm looking through the scope and I'm seeing niggas' head just boom, just exploding, just popping the fuck off. Bodies falling on the ground and shit. Bullets flying everywhere, man. This shit is like, ain't nothing to fucking play about, man. Like, it ain't nothing to play about. And I highly, highly, highly doubt there's anybody else on this planet that's experiencing the shit that I be experiencing. You see? So, yeah, I just wanted to say that real quick. I don't know what's really going on out there because we can't really trust what they saying on the news, you know, unless you really there. But I'm telling you, I was really there. So I'm telling you that there is something going on out there. Like, it's probably a war going on right now somewhere else. They just not telling you. They telling you something else. They telling you about Diddy, you know, having freak offs and shit. Or, you know, about all this bullshit that don't matter. But it's niggas dying out there right now. You see what I'm saying? It's people dying. For real. Like, I'm not even lying to you. It's people that's out here dying, family. For real, for real. And, you know, some of us is fighting for a good cause. Some of these motherfuckers is fighting to try to keep something going that was never meant to be. But at the end of the day, all I can tell you is it's war. It's war going on, and it's bloodshed going on, and people is dying. And I wouldn't be surprised if before long you start seeing some insane shit happening right here on our land where we at right now. I would not doubt it, you know. So just remember me saying this. If we a couple days from now or in the morning or anything of that nature, we wake up and we hear them talking about the border was invaded by some forces or some shit like that, just know that you heard it from me first. I was the first motherfucker that told you that shit because that's what I saw. But anyways, y'all have a great rest of y'all night. Chief, I'm out.